Hey guys, calling back for another video. I hope you all had a wonderful Thanksgiving and had some good food and turkey and whatnot. Well, today I have another album, and this one is Nirvana's Nevermind. Now, this was Nirvana's second studio album, and this came out in 1991. Now, around this time I was in college, and I didn't have this album, but I had the cassette. This was a very big selling album at the time because it sort of introduced grunge and alternative music into the mainstream or main radio playing, and it kind of knocked out a lot of other types of music like the hair bands from the 80s, those types of the big hairspray guys. Anyway, um, this is a very good album. I went to a concert and seen these guys in about 91 or 92, and it was only $7 to get in. um, and that was at the height of this album's popularity. Um, Nowadays, they probably charge like $200 a ticket to see these guys or any other band because it's just really expensive to see concerts anymore, and I think that's just a shame. Um, Now, some trivia from 1991: is the USSR dissolved? The top song was "Everything I Do for You" by Bryan Adams. The top movies were Terminator 2, Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. Now, I really like that Robin Hood with Morgan Freeman and what's the other? The Dances with Wolves guy. Anyway, um, that's one of my favorite movies that's about Robin Hood. Now they're getting ready to release a new Robin Hood, which I'm kind of skeptical about because it's probably a computerized special effects extravaganza or something like that. Um, the Silence of the Lambs won all the Oscars that year: Best Picture, Best Actor, Best Actress, Best Screenwriter, or something like that. Um, Minimum wage was $4.25. Holy cow! How did people survive back then? Well, my theory on that is that every time they raise minimum wage, everything else raises with it. Um, like, so you're really not getting anywhere, it seems like, when they do raise the minimum wage, like $4.25. You could barely pay the rent, probably. And now, what is it? In some places, it's $15 an hour. And the other prices have things went up level with that. So you're not getting anywhere. Anyway, I could rant on and on about that. Um, but a popular, well, not necessarily a popular, but a board game that came out around then, well, it was kind of a new version of it, was called Master Labyrinth. Um, Now, I don't have that game, but I do have this one. It's called Labyrinth, and this is made by Ravensburger Games, and they're a company in Germany. A lot of the best board games are coming out of Europe then, and now too. Ravensburger is still around making games, and this is the version of Labyrinth that came out in 1986. Uh, it's a family type board game where you're trying to get around this maze and pick up different treasures with your wizard or your uh, wizardette. And this plays up to 2 to 4 people, and we have a lot of fun with this one too. I highly recommend if you have a family with younger members. This is perfect for that type of situation, and adults will enjoy it too because we sure do. Now, the game I'm actually here to show you and talk about is a new one that we have been playing again. I'm going to be showing new games probably every week now for quite some time, so I hope you stick around for that, um, because we've been board gaming maniacs lately. And the game I'm going to show is called Odins Ravens, a mythical race game for 2 players. I believe this is also a German created game. This was put out by Osprey Games. Um, and the creator is Thorsten Gimler. Now, that sure sounds like a German name to me. But it's a racing game, basically. You're playing 2 ravens, a white raven and a black one. And you're racing to see who can reach the end of the board, basically. I can read the back of it here. Maybe you'll get a little understanding of Odin. Um, every morning, Odin sends his ravens, Hugin and Munin, across the world to bring back news of what life is like on Earth. Naturally, after thousands of years, they've gotten a little competitive. Race through the landscape in opposite directions to be the first to return to Odin. Focus on speed or enlist the help of the trickster god Loki to create shortcuts and hinder your opponent. Can you be certain Loki's changes won't help your opponent instead? There's only one way to find out. This revised edition of Thorsten Gimler's award-winning game has been completely redesigned with new rules and a beautiful new art style inspired by Norse mythology. And you can't really see, you can see right there the cards are very colorful, and you're basically supposed to be flying through these beautiful like landscapes, and these are like almost like paintings here. And this is Loki, another god. There's some cards in there that gives you tricks to try to throw off your opponent or help you get through the game. And this is a very fun card game. Now, the board itself is made from the cards, which is great because it comes in a small box and it's easy to store that type of situation. And that's my video for today. Colin, over and out, and Weirdos Unite. Oh, check out some board games, y'all. Get off those iPads.